is Christina Chi. She's a professor at the School of Hospitality and Business Management at Washington State University. Thanks very much for your time, Christina. Now, it's fairly exciting with all of these tours resuming to 20 countries. How important is it for Chinese to get out and explore the world? Are people ready for it, or are they still treading with caution?
Yeah, the reopening of China is a welcoming news to all countries, especially tourism-dependent countries, because Chinese tourists were an integral part of the global tourism sector. Before the COVID pandemic, China was the world's largest outbound travel market by tourist departure numbers and also spending. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, in 2019, Chinese travelers took about 155 million trips abroad and spent nearly $255 billion, which was about 1/6 of the global tourism spending share. So now with the outbound tours resuming to 20 countries, we will see regional travel recover first, since it's easier and less expensive to visit nearby destinations. For long-haul travel, non-leisure travel will likely predominate in the first quarter of 2023, such as business trips, family reunions, student travel, or travel for healthcare needs.
What would you say the most important destinations for Chinese travellers, and how big of an economic impact do you think it's going to have on international tourism and, of course, domestic tourism too?
Yeah, for now, the popular outbound tourism destination, as I mentioned just now, will mainly consist of neighboring regions and countries such as Macau, Hong Kong, Thailand, the Southeast Asian countries, right? Singapore, Indonesia, and these are convenient countries for group tours, and countries that Chinese tourists perceive to be friendly and welcoming to them will also be favored choices, such as United Arab Emirates and Egypt and New Zealand. And just now in the video clip mentioned about Hungary. These countries do not require entry restrictions and screening for Chinese tourists. So as I mentioned at the beginning, Chinese tourists has been, right, the China outbound market has been ranked top in the world. And so this reopening is really going to help the tourism-dependent countries, and they roll out the red carpet for Chinese tourists. But for, like I mentioned just now, for it to recover rebound fully to the pre-pandemic level, probably it will take some time because of limitation of flights, and then
Hong Kong was slow and cautious, though, in its approach to the coronavirus pandemic, but now it's giving away free air tickets to get people to come and visit. Tell us about this promotion and what it hopes to achieve.
It's I think it's some of the other Asian countries when they first opened, and also like Japan, they also have similar promotion and campaign. Yeah, that's definitely going to really help, the Hong Kong. They're doing it, step by step. I believe they first opened to the Southeast Asian countries, these free tickets offered to the Southeast Asian countries, and then I think second step is to the mainland Chinese tourists, and then last is to the countries, in the West. Hong Kong tourism has been heavily dependent on. There is no domestic tourism for Hong Kong, right? It's all international. And then the 3 years closing of the city, it's really hurting the economy, and this promotion is greatly welcome and also greatly needed for the tourism industry in Hong Kong.
Well, let's hope it works. Christina, thank you so much for your time. Christina Chi there, professor at the School of Hospitality and Business Management at Washington State University.